Hey there everybody, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Thanks for coming out today. So one of the things that I've struggled with for many years, believe it or not, is carrying around my 4x5 and working out of a bag with it. So you've seen in other videos that I've done, I've got like just regular backpacks that I use, like the Tenba bring your own bag system, and I put the 4x5 in that, and then I have my lenses in a lens wrap thing. And so that has, it's okay, it gets my 4x5 large format film camera to the location. But when I'm working out of it, you know, if it's raining or snowy or anything, all my stuff gets scattered all over the place. And the lens wraps get all over the place. And you know, finding stuff, deploying stuff, using stuff, and then putting the equipment back in the bag, it becomes a real problem. It really starts getting very scattered, very disorganized. It's not the ideal situation. Well, thinking outside the box, and I don't know why, I mean, a camera bag's a camera bag, but what I did was I took my f-stop Lotus, and I got a couple of those medium slopes for it, and I took one of those and I kind of dedicated it to my 4x5. And I've never used it like this before, but I'm gonna try. It's really cool because I've got the 4x5, I've got the 4 lenses, and I've got my loop and cable release and my timer all in that medium slope bag. So that's really cool. So let's see how, let me show you what it looks like inside the bag, and we'll go from there. So this is my f-stop Lotus, and I got the medium slope insert in it. And that's how I laid it out. So I've got my Intrepid 4x5, I think this is Gen 5 here, and that fits nicely right there, so that's easy to get out, and it has a dedicated place and it's very safe in there. And then I've got my 90 right there, and my 210 there, my 135 there, and my 300 there. So that should make, you know, picking the lenses out a lot easier. And then in the corner here, I got my loop, my cable release, and my timer. So I could probably also throw the Ravini Labs spot meter in there as well. But I'm going to give this a go and see how we get on with this setup here. And up at the top, I got a lot of room up at the top, so I can put more stuff up there. And or you know, more film too as well. I've got the 6 Fidelity Elite film holders in the F64 pouch, but I could put maybe 2, maybe 3 of those in there, and the weight would be terrible. And on that note, one of the things that I am doing is I picked up the a Chamonix 4x5 film holder. I actually got 2 of these. And these are 4.9 ounces. They're much lighter than the Fidelity Elite. 6 of these, the Fidelity Elites are 6.9 ounces, and or 6.5 ounces, sorry. And so it's 1.5 ounces heavier is what you need to know than the Chamonix. But the point is you multiply whatever savings you've got by 6 that fit in this holder, this F64 pouch, and so that's half a pound for 6 holders. So that's significant. The Toyo 4x5 film holders are like 7 ounces. So they're about 1.5 ounces heavier than the Fidelity Elites. So it's your film holders that are going to cause you the problem in terms of weight when it comes to large format film photography. So I am going to, I got this loaded up, I think I got some FP4 Plus in here, and I'm going to test out the Chamonix film holder today and see if we have any light leaks or anything like that. So let's go do that. Now that Intrepid has marked where the 0 points are with the click stop, it is much faster to set these cameras up now that all the 0 points are there. And this is the first time I've shot 4x5 since getting the 8x10, and the 4x5 seems a lot smaller and a lot faster and a lot easier. All right, I'm going to use my Nikkor 135mm lens of choice. It is much easier, I can tell already, it's much easier working out of this camera bag. I don't know why, but 4x5 seems so much faster. It's amazing. All right, let's meet her. Fourth of a second at f32, ISO 100. Let's try our test Chamonix film holder. f32. Quarter of a second. What a deal. All right, make sure everything's tight. We're there. Give everything a second to calm down. Turn that around. And let's do half a second to bracket. So Chamonix has finally marked their dark slides with a little Chamonix symbol on one side or the other, so you know what's exposed and what's not. That's nice. And half a second. There it is, just that easy. And now I'm going to backstop this because this was a test of the Chamonix holder with a Fidelity Elite holder, because if you go through the trouble, okay, so that's my gear tested. It's a real pleasure working out of that bag with the 4x5, and coming from the 8x10, the 4x5 just seems so much simpler and easier and quicker. Not sure what that's all about. Not that there's really no difference, it's just the 8x10's bigger. The 8x10's a little heavier to deploy, and with the 4x5 I have a greater lens selection. So the 4x5 is really kind of the sweet spot in terms of large format film photography, having a complete, deploying a complete system. So other than that, don't get me wrong, I love the 8x10, but 4x5 is kind of a really cool way to go. hopefully somebody can take something away from this, like you can put a 4x5 Intrepid into a f-stop Lotus 32 liter with the medium slope bag, and it works really, really well. I'm really excited about that. I mean, I could really backpack, well, not backpack, but I could really do some hiking with that and get the 4x5 into some places that that wouldn't be that hard to do. So that's really cool. So thanks for coming out today. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and that would be wonderful. But definitely subscribe if this is anything that you remotely want to support, because that's how you support a channel on YouTube, is you subscribe to them. Thanks again. We'll see you out here. Have a great one. Bye.